Well, another day, another run to Home Depot. Man, this should be the last of the, well, I can't say it's going to be the last of anything. And I went to the agricultural store and I swapped out my trays and my little peat pots. I had the small rounds because they were out of the 3-inch squares, and that's what I really wanted. And the trays that I got had slots in the bottom. These are solids, so I swapped those out as well. So it'll be tomorrow before I sow seeds. I need to get these soaking overnight with some topsoil, whatever, some planting mix. And I got the organic planting mix last time I was over there. But anyway, time to get to work. Well, this will be my first test of the, isn't that a cool watering can? Bought that at an antique place. My first test of the little spigot here. We'll see how that works. As it turns out, I have to hold it until I get a sink in here. I've made a little bit of a mess, but it seems to work. Now that the construction is almost complete, I only have a little bit more to go today inside. But I got this organic seed starter potting mix, and I've gotten a tub, and I'm starting to fill these little guys so I can let them soak up the water. Let the peat pods get some moisture in them, and overnight, and I'll plant tomorrow. But at least I'll have a start on it before I engage in more construction activities. Hey, 3 bags filled 128 3-inch peat pots, and now just to find something that resembles a quart container so I can divvy up some water into each one of these and let them soak overnight. Alright. Didn't have anything in the shop that I trusted, so I robbed my kitchen and just put about a quart of water, 4 cups of water in each tray, and you can see it's wicking up pretty well. Hence the importance of getting my workbenches flat, I guess. So we'll let those percolate. I may go ahead and move them over to the other side out of the sunlight so they don't evaporate so rapidly. I don't know. My first garden, my first time growing anything, so we'll see how it pans out, I guess. Hung the door, and because I tried to adjust that bottom weather stripping and it was all the way up, so I had to move the door up or remove the weather stripping. Now I have to go get a chisel to redo the door marking here. I had a couple antique windows just sitting in storage, so I put them in, and they look pretty decent. I think what I'm going to do, they look, let's see, yeah, that looks good. I'm going to, what would you call it, a plenum? I'm going to just screen that on the top and allow air to vent through here. What I've done is put some clear plastic, some 6mm plastic, and I attached it first with staples at the top. Then I put some of this thin strip, screwed that in place to hold it. Then I took some 3/4 inch, I don't know what you'd call this, but it's some kind of rounded material, and I made a roll up, just a manual roll up. You have to roll it up by hand, and then you can hang it up there. So if I don't want it in the winter, I can lift it, and it's heavy enough on the bottom to where it'll keep it staying straight. Okay, that doesn't look so horrible from out here. I need to move that 2x4, but yeah, looks okay. Just looks like dirty windows. It's 80 degrees outside and it's showing 95 in here. It's pretty warm. I've already put in 2 quarts, let's see, 2, 5, 10 cups of water in each one. And then I tried my watering pot from the top, but it didn't do so well. Just kind of floods. The windows are in, the screen is up, provide a little ventilation. I can make a little cover for that for the winter if I need to. And this side of the water tank is boxed in. And I don't think I have enough fence material to go across the front. I was hoping to have enough to make a little drop out here in the face. I've been thinking about how to fit a window here, but right now I'm just in the thought phase. I got a little rack up here I pulled out of the hanger to hang some utensils. Might be too high, but then it gives me room on the floor to put things. I might leave it. Well, here it is the following day, and this is the moment that I've been working towards. Although the greenhouse is not completed on the outside, I'm pretty much ready to go in here with the exception of a sink, I guess, but I can always access the water. So rather than flag each one of these with what's going to be planted, I'm going to draw up a little schematic of the 25 or so seed varieties that I have here and get them planted without having to tag them until they're actually in the ground. So that's what I'm going to be working on this morning. Started out with good intentions, you know, trying to do it the old-fashioned way, but I just couldn't do it. So I broke down and wrote in Excel a little spreadsheet. And basically what I'm going to do is only sow 4 trays. And that way I can spread the crop out a little bit. And so I'll have 3 trays in reserves, and maybe in about 2 weeks I'll sow those seeds. And that way I don't have, you know, what am I going to do with 400 lettuce heads that come up at the same time? I'm not saying I'm planting 400, but I'm just saying. Okay. Partially finished planting. Microzyme I'm putting in each little hole. I'm not sure which particles are the microzyme or what, because you can see it's kind of looks like soil and vermiculite or something. I really don't know what's in here, so I'm just taking a pretty aggressive pinch of it, trying to mix up whatever's in there and get it into all the holes. So I'm just about done. I'm going to save these 3 trays in reserve, get these 4 going, water them from the top, I think. I splashed some water on them on the top last night in a few places, and it really kind of held. So, and the trays on the bottom are dry now. Anyway, this is my first garden ever. I had to build a greenhouse to plant my seeds, you know. It's just because that's the kind of guy I am. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, I've watered them all from the top, and then I added 1 cup of water to the bottoms, and I'm just going to let them do their thing and percolate or whatever they do. Sow them wild seeds. And these are all heirloom seeds, and I got some pretty cool stuff here, like yellow tomatoes. Supposed to be able to eat them raw. They're sweet. I got a blueberry tomato, some yellow carrots. So we'll just see what pops, I guess. I guess I'm gonna also have to get on the raised bed garden pretty soon. I don't know what this takes, a couple weeks maybe, 3 weeks. Some of it might even take 10 weeks to get ready to plant. Reading the packages, that is. What I have is several pieces of walnut, and you know, it's like end cuts. It's that used rough sawn lumber that I got. And so what I'm doing is I'm free hanging this window here. It's going to just kind of, I've got temporary clamping going on to hold it in place until I can get my all of my pieces in and screwed in or nailed in or however I'm going to do it. And then it'll be free hanging, free standing. Hopefully will look cool. Hey man, you're unzipped. Okay, so here we go. We've got the window in, the free floating window, the throwback to the 70s, I guess. But I kind of like it. A little sunburst action there. Backlit. Can't really see these full-on custom cuts here.